Our planet boasts an incredible diversity of living organisms. Over the past 10 years alone, scientists have discovered dozens of new species. In addition to animals, people also occasionally stumble upon entirely unknown creatures whose origins defy any explanation. In this video, I invite you to explore the most unusual creatures found on Earth, whose existence seems almost impossible to believe. Enjoy watching. It is believed that every person has a guardian angel who protects them from birth. The primary task of a guardian angel is to save lives. While some may not believe in them, there are moments when people survive situations that seem impossible to escape. One such story is captured in this video. The video first appeared online in 2012, although the exact date of the incident is unknown. The footage shows a small truck driving down the road when a motorcyclist suddenly appears in front of it. It's clear that a collision is imminent and the motorcyclist will not survive. But then a miracle happens. A figure appears at the last second and the motorcyclist vanishes entirely. Many believe the video was created using editing software. However, if you watch closely, you'll notice the truck slowing down just before the collision. Furthermore, the driver exits the truck visibly shaken, as though confused by what just happened. If there was no motorcyclist, why did the driver brake and get out of the truck? This strange detail makes the video seem genuinely supernatural, leading many to believe in the existence of guardian angels. That said, it's still not a reason to tempt fate. A photograph of this mysterious creature was taken in Australia. In the images, we see an unknown monster on all fours. Its body resembles a human's, but it has elongated limbs. The creature also has strange gray skin and is completely hairless. Its head, or more specifically its face, is unusual. There is no nose, raising the question of how this creature breathes. According to the photographer, he captured the creature on a night vision camera near his forest home. The man explained that he had been hearing strange screams and howls at night, prompting him to investigate what kind of animal was lurking nearby. When he saw this monster, he was shocked and posted the photo online, hoping to identify it. However, most people dismissed the image as a hoax. In reality, similar images and videos of strange humanoid beings occasionally surface on the internet. Many of them bear a strong resemblance to the creature captured in this photograph. It's quite possible that such humanoids do inhabit our planet, though people often refuse to believe in their existence. In July 2008, a bizarre creature washed ashore in Montauk, New York, sparking widespread debate and speculation about its origins. Dubbed the Montauk Monster, the creature's strange appearance left everyone puzzled. The creature's body was completely hairless, with 4 limbs, a tail, and what appeared to be a beak instead of a nose and mouth. The news of this unusual find shocked people. Some theorized that the corpse belonged to a mutant created by failed experiments conducted at the Animal Disease Center on Plum Island. Others believed it was an alien being or a genuine sea monster. For unknown reasons, no scientific studies were conducted on the remains, leaving scientists to analyze the creature based solely on photographs. Paleozoologist Darren Naish and biologist Jeff Corwin concluded that the Montauk Monster was likely a decomposed raccoon. According to them, the shape of its teeth and forelimbs pointed to this identification. The creature's grotesque appearance was attributed to decomposition and water exposure, which stripped the body of most of its fur and flesh. In 2014, a resident of Boa Vista, Brazil, witnessed a unique phenomenon that continues to spark debates and discussions to this day. On that day, the man noticed 2 mysterious figures in the sky and decided to capture them on his smartphone camera. At first, he thought they were large, unfamiliar birds. However, upon closer inspection and zooming in, he saw something completely extraordinary. These weren't birds, but winged creatures with 2 legs, resembling angels. They gracefully glided through the sky, evoking both amazement and wonder. The man shared his footage online, and the news quickly spread worldwide. People began debating possible explanations for the event. Some speculated that these might have been unknown bird species or extraterrestrial beings. However, most viewers believed the video captured two dancing angels. Skeptics dismissed these theories as baseless, suggesting the man had either witnessed a rare optical illusion or created the video using editing software. Despite the skepticism, many still believe the footage provides evidence of the presence of supernatural and unexplained beings in our world. A farmer from the Indian village of Nemodia in Rajasthan witnessed the birth of an extraordinary goat. According to him, when he went to check on his goat's offspring, he was shocked because he had never seen anything like it before. The black goat's body was normal, but its face resembled that of an angry old man. The farmer wanted to understand what caused such an unusual appearance. He took photos and videos of the goat and shared them online. He also showed the little creature to his neighbors. Videos featuring the unique goat quickly went viral. Internet users informed the farmer that the goat's face was likely the result of a rare genetic disorder. However, the villagers of Nemodia believed otherwise, considering the goat to be a deity. Experts are convinced that the black goat was born with a rare condition called cyclopia. Although this disorder most often affects the eye sockets, in this case, the deformation impacted other parts of the face. Cyclopia occurs in 1 out of 50,000 newborn animals. It most commonly affects cattle, while goats are less frequently affected. However, this isn't the only case of such unusual goats being born in recent years. For instance, in 2022, a white goat with a similar anomaly was born in the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh, and another goat with 2 eyes on its forehead was born in the Turkish village of Gökmusa the same year. Sadly, this condition is highly dangerous, and animals and humans with cyclopia usually die shortly after birth, but this black goat somehow defied the odds and is still alive. The author of this photo claims to have captured a real werewolf. The photograph was taken near a zoo in Amarillo, Texas. It shows a mystical creature with a body covered in thick light fur, standing on 2 legs. Admittedly, this monster does look a lot like a werewolf. Werewolves are mythical beings believed to be capable of changing their form. There are 2 types of werewolves: those who can transform into animals at will, and those who are infected with lycanthropy. In the mythology of different countries, werewolves vary in appearance. However, they are often described as creatures with human-like bodies, covered in fur, with the head of a wolf. Could this photograph depict a real werewolf? On one hand, it's possible, as our world is still full of mysteries, and mythical creatures could very well exist, living secretive lives. On the other hand, most people dismiss such legends, believing these photographs to be hoaxes. In 2011, a shocking video was uploaded online, causing a sensation across the internet. This story took place in Siberia, near the Russian city of Irkutsk. 2 young men, returning from the forest, stumbled upon the body of a dead creature lying in the snow. The being looked like a real alien. It was about 60 centimeters tall, with a large head and a skinny, frail body. The creature's body was severely damaged. It was missing the lower part of its right leg, and its eye sockets were completely empty. The young men were, of course, shocked by their discovery. Once they collected themselves, they decided to search the surrounding area for a spaceship. However, after exploring the vicinity, they found nothing suspicious. The mystery of how the alien ended up there and why it was dead remained unsolved. The alien looks very realistic, but viewers of the video were skeptical about whether it was genuine. Most people believe the video was not edited, but that the body shown was either a rubber model or a well-crafted replica. This theory seems plausible since the story had no follow-up and the alien's body was never handed over to scientists for study. This footage was recorded in Colorado. It shows a small humanoid happily walking along a path. The creators of the video explain that they spotted the creature completely by chance. That night, someone had broken a window on the first floor of their house, so the next morning, they decided to review their security camera footage to identify the culprit. To their surprise, it wasn't a human, but a mysterious being. This creature is small, with a large head and big ears, and its strange walk makes it look like it's out for a stroll in a very cheerful mood. The video's creators uploaded the footage online, hoping other users could help identify the humanoid. Most viewers noted that the creature bore a striking resemblance to Dobby, the house elf from the Harry Potter series. This comparison seems fitting since Dobby was also small with large ears. Others speculated that the security camera might have captured its alien, while some still believe the video is a hoax. In the end, the mysterious creature has yet to be identified. In the summer of 2013, a beachgoer in the Spanish town of Villaricos discovered a terrifying creature washed ashore, resembling a sea monster. The remains were badly decomposed, making identification difficult. The woman who found the monster reported it to the local civil protection authorities. Experts arriving at the scene also found additional parts of the strange creature in the water. The monster's total length measured 4 meters, and its head featured a red-colored structure resembling a horn. No limbs were found, leading experts to speculate that the carcass belonged to a giant fish. Unfortunately, they were unable to definitively identify the remains. However, it is most likely that the creature was not a sea monster, but a fish known as the oarfish. The oarfish is a ray-finned fish from the Regulacidae family. These fish are among the least studied deep-sea creatures, living at depths of 500 to 1,000 meters. They are the largest known buoy fish, with lengths reaching up to 7 meters. Oarfish inhabit tropical, subtropical, and temperate waters. They are rarely seen on the surface or washed ashore, typically appearing after storms. Some cultures regard them as omens of earthquakes or other natural disasters. Between 2011 and 2018, surveillance cameras in Fresno County, California, captured sightings of mysterious creatures dubbed Fresno nightcrawlers. The nightcrawlers are white, unidentified beings about 120 centimeters tall. Their most distinctive feature is the absence of a head, arms, or upper torso, which is why they are sometimes called walking pants monsters. They do indeed resemble pants. The creatures appeared at night, made strange noises, and wandered back and forth. There were no reports of them attacking humans or animals. Speculation about the Fresno nightcrawlers' origins is varied. Many believe they are cryptids or extraterrestrials, but scientists continue to debunk these sightings, arguing that the videos are hoaxes. Native Californians have a different perspective, claiming that the nightcrawlers are guardians of nature. According to them, these beings were more common in ancient times, and shamans even communicated with them. In 2018, a group of local residents formed a team to search for the Fresno nightcrawlers. They installed surveillance cameras in Yosemite National Park near animal burrows. After nearly 3 months, on July 20, 2018, the cameras recorded white, pants-like creatures. However, after that incident, the nightcrawlers disappeared again and have not been seen since. In 2023, a video went viral online, capturing what many believe to be a real Bigfoot. The footage was recorded on October 8, 2023 by Stetson and Shannon Parker. That day, the couple was enjoying a scenic journey on a tourist train following the Durango-Silverton-Durango route. This narrow-gauge railway runs through the picturesque landscapes of Colorado, and the Parkers were simply admiring the views from the train window. On the return trip, just after leaving Silverton, Shannon asked her husband to look out for elk, as she wanted to see them in their natural habitat. Stetson began scanning the landscape when he spotted a distant figure moving among the dry grass. At first, Stetson thought it was a person, but as he observed more closely, he noticed it was covered in hair. That's when he realized it might be Bigfoot. He shared his suspicion with his wife, and their conversation was overheard by a fellow passenger. The stranger pulled out his phone to photograph the creature, and the Parkers also began recording it. Despite the fact that another person also witnessed the sighting, skeptics still dismiss the story as a hoax. In 2016, oceanographers conducting research on unexplored areas of the ocean in Channel Islands National Park, California, discovered a strange purple orb about 5 centimeters in diameter. Scientists speculated that it might be a new species of cyanidarian, holothurian, or tunicate. Intrigued by their discovery, the scientists decided to study the organism further. They used a special robot capable of exploring the ocean depths and collecting interesting objects. These robots are equipped with vacuum systems to retrieve small objects and organisms from the seafloor and bring them to the surface. Thanks to this technology, the glowing purple orb was brought aboard their vessel. Once at the surface, the orb began to unfold and split into 2 halves. Unfortunately, a single specimen isn't enough to classify a new species. Additionally, such research can take years to complete. For now, the purple orb remains unidentified, but scientists hope to find more specimens near the Channel Islands in the future. Currently, biologists believe it may be a new species of gastropod in the nudibranch order. Mountain Monsters is an American reality show broadcast on the Travel Channel. The show first aired in 2013 and revolves around cryptozoology. The main characters are 6 Appalachian researchers investigating mysterious sightings. In each episode, the team hunts for various unidentified creatures. In the first episode of the 2nd season, the team travels to Pike County, Kentucky, to track down a large canine cryptid known as the hellhound. According to the hunters, the hellhound is a massive blue beast over 2 meters long. The monster causes significant problems for farmers by periodically killing livestock and horses. The creature was first spotted in the 1930s and continues to appear in Pike County. Over several days, the researchers try to track the hellhound and eventually decide to set a trap. One night, the monster appears in a cornfield, and the hunters attempt to corner it. Although the creature escapes, the team manages to capture it on camera, providing undeniable evidence of the hellhound's presence in the area. This show makes us question whether cryptids are truly fictional or if they might actually exist on our planet. I'm sure you're familiar with flying squirrels and flying foxes, but now let's talk about another equally amazing and unusual animal. Meet the colugo, often referred to as the flying lemur. The colugo is a small mammal found in the tropical forests of Southeast Asia and Indonesia. On average, it measures about 35 centimeters in length and weighs around 1.5 kilograms. Colugos are easily recognized by their large eyes, diamond-shaped ears, and of course, their wings. These animals have a unique ability. They can glide, though they are far from being actual flyers like birds. Their maximum gliding distance is about 100 meters. The colugo's wings consist of a leathery membrane called the patagium. The patagium stretches from the metacarpal bones of each limb to the sides of the body and often includes the tail and legs. Colugos are herbivorous animals. They feed on fruits, flowers, and tree leaves. Interestingly, they can digest plants that are toxic to other animals without any problems. Unfortunately, the colugo population has been declining sharply, primarily due to deforestation in their natural habitats. However, in recent years, conservation efforts have been initiated to protect the colugo population. Preserving their natural habitat is essential for maintaining ecosystem balance and ensuring the survival of these unique creatures. This unusual video has sparked widespread discussion online. It shows a man and a woman posing in front of a landmark, casually describing their journey. At first, nothing seems out of the ordinary. However, after a few seconds, people begin to scream, and the camera focuses on a mysterious figure flying quickly through the air. But who could this be? Viewers of the video have offered various theories. Some jokingly suggested it could be an Indian superhero rushing to save someone. Others believe the video was staged. Among the more serious theories, some suggested it could be the appearance of an angel. In fact, there are numerous photos and freeze frames online that depict mysterious angel-like figures. One of the most famous photos was taken in 2006 in Rockford, Michigan. A local resident captured a strange figure while photographing her son the day before a major surgery. She believed it to be a guardian angel. Another well-known angel sighting came from a dashcam recording where a man has survived being crushed by a truck. The footage appeared to show 2 angels saving the man's life. It's worth noting, however, that the angels in these photos appear far more realistic than the flying figure in the Indian video. Many horror movies feature a storyline involving ghostly girls appearing on desolate roads. They usually wait for a car to stop, and if the driver agrees to give them a ride, misfortune is sure to follow. While it's uncertain how often such incidents occur in real life, this video suggests they might be possible. In the footage, a girl in a red dress and white coat is seen standing on the road. When she notices an approaching car, she turns and signals for the driver to come closer. The most chilling detail is that this footage was found on the dashcam of an abandoned car left on the side of the road. The car's driver is considered missing, having disappeared the same night the encounter with the girl occurred. Some believe the story is fabricated and the video staged. However, if the girl wasn't a ghost but an ordinary person, why doesn't her shadow appear in the car's headlights? This detail has led many to believe that the video captured a real ghost. The mantis shrimp, also known as the stomatopod, is truly a unique creature. Let's get to know it better to understand why. First, it's worth noting that the mantis shrimp isn't actually a shrimp, a crab, or even a mantis. It's a distinct type of stomatopod crustacean. Mantis shrimps inhabit shallow waters with sandy or gravelly bottoms near coral reefs in tropical and subtropical seas. They grow to sizes ranging from 3 to 18 centimeters and are often green with red-orange legs. Mantis shrimps possess excellent vision and memory. They can distinguish 12 colors, perceive ultraviolet and infrared light, and detect various light polarizations. They also recognize other mantis shrimps not only by scent, but by unique markings on their bodies, making them quick to identify strangers. In addition to their extraordinary vision and memory, these arthropods are incredibly strong. When encountering any marine creature that poses a threat, mantis shrimps strike preemptively with their powerful claws. The force of the strike is comparable to being hit by a .22 caliber bullet. During the strike, the claw moves at lightning speed, creating a phenomenon called a cavitation bubble, a region filled with superheated steam and gas released from the shattered water. This bubble bursts almost instantly, creating a shockwave capable of killing smaller prey even without direct contact. On top of that, mantis shrimps can produce unusual sounds. How they do this remains a mystery, but I think we've covered enough about their capabilities to agree that mantis shrimps are truly unique arthropods. Occasionally, globsters are found washed up on the shores of various countries. These are often mistaken for sea monsters or even extraterrestrial beings. However, globsters have no connection to mysticism. The word globster may sound intimidating, but it simply refers to an unidentified organic mass washed ashore after storms. Most often, globsters are deformed carcasses of marine mammals or large fish. One such object was discovered in the Philippines in 2018. Local residents were shocked to see a strange white creature with a terrifying appearance. Crowds began gathering on the beach to take photos and videos of the mysterious monster. Some locals speculated that the creature had washed ashore as a warning of impending natural disasters. However, biologists explained that the globster was merely the bloated carcass of a whale or shark. Dead animals can take on unusual shapes due to natural decomposition processes, as evidenced by the terrible smell emitted by globsters. Despite their frightening appearance, globsters are not monsters. This fish may seem like a harmless sea creature, hiding from predators by burying itself in the sand, but appearances are often deceiving, and so is the name of this animal. Scientists named this fish the European stargazer. Of course, it has nothing to do with astronomy. The name comes from its unusual eye placement, which is on the top of its head, making it appear as if it's looking at the stars. The European stargazer is a very dangerous predator. It has several unique features that help it both in defense and hunting. It can camouflage itself effectively, catch prey with its long tongue, and swallow it with its enormous mouth. Additionally, this fish is highly venomous and capable of generating electric impulses. The stargazer fish has a spindle-shaped body, making it resemble a large tadpole. Its length varies from 20 to 40 centimeters. During a hunt, the stargazer buries itself in the sand at the bottom and waits for prey. Its upward-facing eyes help it spot its target. Once it does, it swiftly extends its tongue, opens its massive mouth, grabs its prey, and swallows it. It's worth noting that these fish pose a significant danger to humans. This is because their bodies are covered in venomous spines, making it very dangerous to step on them. Stargazers are found in the eastern part of the Atlantic Ocean, including the Mediterranean Sea. Sometimes, the internet produces videos that are nothing short of fantastical, like this one. The footage captures what appears to be a real dragon flying through the sky before landing on the roof of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, observing the people below. Of course, many noticed that the dragon looks like a 3D computer model. However, the video's creator insists it is real. Surprisingly, comments under the video included accounts from people claiming to have been near Notre Dame at the time and witnessing the dragon as well. But how could this be possible? Notre Dame Cathedral is one of the most famous landmarks in the world, attracting 13 to 14 million tourists annually. At the time the dragon appeared, there must have been many people nearby. Furthermore, if a real dragon had appeared in central Paris, it would certainly have made the news. Dragons are mythical creatures, and no evidence of their existence has ever been found. Occasionally, archaeologists discover remains that could theoretically belong to dragons, but these usually turn out to be ancient giant reptiles. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your engagement is the best reward for me. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.